Your feelings about all tobacco products. And you might have a different viewpoint about the smokeless tobacco products, but they still have their health impacts. There's cigars, there's cigarillos, there's snus.
I'd like to see Philadelphia be smoke-free. And I think people need to be educated a little bit better as to the dangers of smoking and secondhand smoke.
It's everywhere. You got the billboards in the movies with your favorite models. Your favorite actors probably mention smoking. Your teachers, you might see them outside the classroom smoking. Bus drivers taking a break. It's just, it's like money. It's like having money.
I think it's just like really nasty. It lingers to your clothes and your teeth, and your brush just starts to smell. Your nails get a weird color. It's just really nasty.
But is there one idea on this list that you think is just a slam dunk? We should just do this, it's obvious.
I think it's Action 6.
Action 6, which one is that?
Prohibit the sale of tobacco products.
Smoking? Well, I did think it was bad, but I was so around it since I was little because my whole family does that. So it don't like faze me anymore.
I think about how I see so many people around me smoking and so many people in Philadelphia, and it's just affecting everyone so quickly, and so many people are dying from it. Like, I just wish everyone would stop.
Nobody around me smokes. I haven't seen a cigarette in such a long time that I wonder why other people still smoke.
The kids who wanted to be cowboys smoked Marlboros, and the kids that thought they were going to be like in the leather jacket gang.
That's because they seen ads and stuff.
Exactly.
I
They
did
smoked
like
pools.
I did smoking ads with like.
All right, so let's look down the list again. Is there any other idea besides this one?
I think after all, they're in a sense polluting the public environment, just like someone who has a factory. We all breathe in those particulates, and I think it's essentially a public health issue.
It's like it's something that satisfies you. So it's kind of like candy or alcohol or any other substances or illegal drug or anything like that.
I think it's abusive. I think it shouldn't be allowed, period, because that type of stuff is like, it's almost like selling poison.
I leaned for the 65, like right there, and some old man started smoking or whatever. I ain't tell him to stop or nothing, but I just like moved over like near the street, just left it alone. Cause he old and he already about to die, and smoking only gonna make him die faster.
I really think smoking is something that nobody can change or do anything about. It's big business. It's a part of like American culture. To take away smoking, that's like taking away sports on Sunday.
There are some questions here about personal liberty versus the safety of everyone.
You proposed it. Why do you think it's a good idea?
Well, I think, based on all the research evidence that's been...
I lost my father to smoking. There's not a picture that we have of him that he didn't have a cigarette in his hand. And back in the 50s, 60s, and 70s, it was fashionable to smoke.
My grandma, she says she started because of peer pressure, and like that's why she's smoking. The only thing that got her to stop is when she got pregnant with my mom, and then she went right back to it.
I was around 3 or 4 years old when I had my first puff of a cigarette, but I must have quit 7 or 8 times until I finally did it. So I've been smoke-free. It'll be 12 years this New Year's Eve.
My mother, who is now deceased, had been a smoker for years and years and years and years, for a long time. And I always hated it. I think I used to just get so angry with her smoking, and in several occasions try to, persuade her to stop.
A lot of folks that are in public housing are single mothers. And I really have an issue with single mothers who smoke around their children.
If I pass somebody on the street and they blow a couple puffs in my face, I get a migraine headache, and I don't take medicine. I can vomit, have trouble sleeping, be extremely angry.
Perfect. We don't expect that any one thing is going to work for everybody, right? So we're looking for policies that will help some people reduce.
That's one of the reasons I think this is a great movement to get away from the smoking and to ban it. But then you get issues of personal rights.
Like, as much awareness of it as they can. Like, besides little clubs and stuff, they should do like a lot of like outside work. Like, instead of like no smoking signs all over, they should do like bigger things. Like have whole parades to tell people to stop smoking.
I've seen people sit there and daydream at a cash register and they'll read whatever is on the wall behind them. So if they see it, they might read it.
It's a good idea to have something posted up, right there at the cash register, but today's time, nobody reads. So they just put their head down and just put their money on.
A lot of times when they smoke, people don't even, realize what that does to the environment and people that are around them, especially when there are little kids around or anybody of young age.
So I think the schools really have to take over and really educate the children, and starting in preschool, starting in Head Start.
You can only smoke in like real limited places. Like it depends. Like if it's people around you, like don't smoke. Like you can only smoke if you like by yourself and outside.
I don't think that anybody should smoke. I don't think smoking should be legal, and I think the only reason that it is legal is because tobacco companies make so much money.
The lobbies were going to come out. The tobacco lobbies are going to come out, and they're going to go to the state legislature, and they're going to say the city can't pass this law.
You've been around. You've seen this movie before, right?
I understand that they raised the price on tobacco, but I don't think that helped a lot because people are still buying it.
If you jump from about $5 to $8 a pack, I hear a lot of people say, well, cigarettes go up to $6, $7, I'm quitting. So I think of like a $4 or $5 increase, that ought to do it. That'd probably cut the numbers in like half.
Really, smoking can affect all of us.
I mean, it's so many people that come around and walk throughout the streets that should be able to walk through somewhere without having to be bombarded with smoke.
That both groups agreed on number 8, which was insurance pay for quit smoking medications. Both groups agreed that there should be no tobacco sales near schools, and both groups agreed that there is no way, no how you should make all parks smoke-free. One piece of advice from the students here is do what you can to protect kids and inform or educate adults. That's the sense of the group today.
Protect youth and inform adults.